Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher, 3rd down and 9.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Joe Mixon, the Bengals.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
24 is the mic.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here we go with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 16.
54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the end.
Sanders toss left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
All day, baby, all day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
There's a short one caught by Uzomah. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4. At
The toss play to Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And a Bengal first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for his wideout. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A final shot now for Burrow. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Eagles 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and